It's your girl, Professor Cinephile, and I'm so excited to talk about this film. There are some series that come out where I will always see whatever film is coming out. I'll stick through them. I'll stick with them even through the bad films, right? I'm talking Fast and Furious. I'm talking Saw. What else do I love? Um, Anything with The Conjuring, right? The whole Conjuring universe. Like I'll watch those films. I just will. Another series that will, oh, Planet of the Apes, another series that will come out that I will always watch is going to be Transformers. And that is what we are talking about today. We are talking about Transformers 1. And oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it was so good. As usual, giving you a spoiler alert because I may say some things that spoil it. If you don't want it to be spoiled, come back to this film. I mean, come back to this review after you've watched it and then leave your thoughts in the comments. Okay, so Transformers 1 is kind of like a live action animation kind of situation. I don't know if you've seen any of the Lego films and how those are done, or some other films that are kind of similar to that. So it's kind of like this hybrid between a live action with like, the actors being right there, but it's not full animation like we think of like cartoons that maybe we watched when we were younger. But it's right in the middle there. And that's where this film really shines. I'll talk about the world building
They
first.
were one. You are one. All are one.
We have you gave us
The ability to change your world. How you choose to use that power is up to you.
There, whoever is on the tech, who's ever on the animation, whoever was on the design for this world that they created for these Transformers, brilliant, 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 beautiful. I mean, every scene, especially when they're like their action scenes and the characters are kind of navigating the world around them. It's just beautiful. It's really beautiful, beautiful concept of like this planet and everything that it's gone through, what it looks like now is just beautiful. The action scenes are really, really, really fun. They are hard hitting at times. You're like, oh my God, it's like you're right there in the film. And I didn't even watch this in 3D. I don't even know if they have a 3D version. But this is one of those films where I would have actually enjoyed watching it in 3D. And in, I would say, the last 10 to 15 years, I haven't really enjoyed many 3D films. I just think that they're unnecessary and they just steal your money. So I went to see this with my son. We don't often go to the movies together. And I was like, you want to come with me? And he said, so he loved it. There was a fan event this past Thursday, and we went and we got posters. We got, they gave out keychains. They had different programs. It was really nice. And then they were selling some of the gear. So I got this nice, when you buy this package, like a family package, it comes with like this collectible popcorn bucket, a cup, and some other stuff. It's really, really, really nice how they did this whole event. And there were it was packed. There was tons of families there, and we all enjoyed it. So basically, it is kind of an origin story, right? And if we think about it, the Transformer universe started with Michael Bay at the helm, and he left the films a while back. And I have to say that was a great decision because the last three that I've seen, and that's like Bumblebee, Rise of the Beast, and I think it's called Rise of the Beast, and Transformer 1 have been excellent films. And I was going to do a review of Rise, and I never got a chance to. So I'll tell you all now that I absolutely love that film, and I love the hip hop aspect of it. I love to see hip hop culture, kind of the positive aspects of hip hop culture kind of permeate films. And so that was a really great example of that. But Transformer 1 takes us back to we get the origin stories of Optimus Prime and Megatron and the Decepticons and the Transformers and stuff. And it was just really just just beautiful and captivating how they told this story. And you see how Optimus Prime and Megatron were friends. And isn't that how it goes with a lot of these things? If you think of Charles Xavier and Magneto, kind of thinking of, just those kinds of duos that end up being enemies, but they started off as like the best of friends, and then they diverge because they have different opinions on things. You really get this origin story. Um, you get Brian Tyree Henry. He's such a fantastic actor, and I've really enjoyed watching him navigate his career, avoiding being pigeonholed. If you're not familiar with the name, you may remember him as Paperboy from Atlanta, and he's done several films where he just brings this presence to these films and just takes them all to the next level. There have been a few films I've watched with him where I was just like, he kind of saved it for me. He's fantastic in this film as Megatron. You've got John Hamm playing Sentinel Prime. John Hamm is always fun for me. I love what he does when he comes into projects. You've got Chris Hemsworth as Optimus Prime before he was Optimus Prime. He was fun. Sometimes it's hard to be like, yo, I know that voice, and you get confused with other characters that they do, but he was really great. And I like how he's been able to carve out, this career where he can play these like really huge fictional characters that are parts of these different universes and still manage to do it. Who else? Oh, we've got Lawrence Fishburne, kind of had almost like a cameo role. And he comes in playing, I believe it's Apollo, and or no, was it Adrian? Oh no, it's Adrian. Listen, I don't be remembering names like that. I should probably like start writing stuff down when I do these. I don't know. You get it. Anyway, Lawrence Fishburne's there. Scarlett Johansson is playing Alita. Michael Keegan Michael Key, is that what his name is? From from Key and Peele, yeah. So he plays Bumblebee. He's funny. He brings really amazing comic relief to the show, to this film. And there was a moment in there. I'm not going to ruin that for you because if you're a super fan of Key and Peele, you'll appreciate that moment. And my son and I were both like, ah! We like laughed out. It was so funny at that moment. I really just I love origin stories and I love getting a peek kind of behind the veil of these universes. And so I think this was a really great chapter in the Transformers story. I'm going to give it 5 hearts. I am. I'm going to give it 5 hearts, guys. Like it really, really, really was that good. I love when you can tell that there's inner conflict with the characters when they're trying to figure out good from bad. And it gives you a peek into how like it can just be one slight move that can turn someone into a villain, right? And I thought that they the pacing was great, the timing was great, everything about this film was great. I actually want to go see it again. And rarely do I see films where I'm just like, I want to go back and see this again. I think the last time I felt that way was with The Book of Clarence, and that was almost a year ago. So definitely go and see Transformer 1. I think you're going to enjoy it, especially if you enjoy the Transformers universe. You're going to say this, wow, this might be my favorite. It's not, I still think Rise of the Beast is still my favorite because again, the hip hop element of it, but this definitely is number 2. So I hope you all enjoy it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Be sure to subscribe to my channel so you get updates on my film reviews. And I've got something really cool cooking up that I'm going to share with you all, where my reviews are going to also be in another place. So I look forward to sharing that with you all as well. Take care.